Good morning everybody, and thank you for tuning back into Albatross Barbecue. Today we've got ourselves a small Boston butt. Looking forward to smoking this. I'm going to be smoking it a little bit differently because we're going to be putting it into a smoked pulled pork san chow bao. This is going to be interesting and I'm hoping it's going to be delicious, so stay tuned. So we've got a pretty lean looking pork butt here. Not a huge amount of intermuscular fat, and there's definitely no signs of a muddy muscle, which means my trim's going to be super easy. I'm just going to take away a little bit of silver skin, a little bit of hard fat. The fat cap on top I'm going to leave that alone because it's not very big anyway. I'm just going to slice it up so my rub can get into the meat. As I do with any pork butt, I'm going to use some mustard as my binder for my rub. Make sure you cover all sides as well as you can. My rub for this cook includes 1.5 tablespoons of kosher salt and black pepper. Then I have 1 tablespoon of granulated garlic, granulated honey, paprika, and also some cumin. Make sure you give your rub a good mix. Now I'm not going to go too heavy with my rub today. I'm not working for a bark with this cook. I'm looking for a very tender piece of pork. So just cover all sides with your rub. Don't go too heavy. Top, side, bottom. Flip it over. And just make sure you've got a reasonable amount on there to give yourself some additional flavour throughout that meat. I'm going to be smoking on my Traeger pellet smoker again today. And for the first 4 to 5 hours, we're going to set this to 225 degrees Fahrenheit.
225 degrees Fahrenheit or 107 degrees Celsius is usually my go-to, so I can get plenty of smokiness throughout that piece of meat. And every 90 minutes, just to give it a quick spray with some water to keep it nice and moist.
5 hours into the smoke and it's time to wrap. When you wrap, you want to get sweetness and you also want to get the meat nice and tender. Usually if you're doing a pulled pork like burgers, you want to use something nice and sweet like an apple juice or honey, for example, that type of thing. San chow bao though, you want to use some Asian flavours to get this nice and tender.
So to try and achieve that, what I've got here is some oyster sauce, soy sauce, garlic, white sugar. I've also got some water and I've got some butter. So just combine all that together, give it a good mix. What I'm hoping is I'm gonna get some sweetness throughout the pork, but with a few more Asian flavors, because remember, this is san chow bao, not pork burgers. As always, if you're using foil, just boat it up to make sure that all that juice that you're about to pour over the top of the pork stays within the boat. As I said earlier, I'm not working for a bark, so I'm just pouring all those juices completely over the pork, as well as that butter, and then I'm gonna wrap it up nice and tight and throw it back on the smoker at 275 degrees Fahrenheit until I'm reaching my internal temperature of around 205 degrees Fahrenheit. After wrapping, I was super close. Some of the pork was in the 190s, some of the pork was just over 200, but I wasn't feeling the tenderness, I wasn't feeling it like butter, so I wanted to give it another 45 minutes until I felt the meat being nice and soft, and then it was time to put it off and let it rest for 2 hours before it was time to pull and serve my dinner.
Alright, so here we have our pulled pork. It's been smoking for around 8 to 9 hours and is now rested for 2 hours. It pulled beautifully. We've combined all the san chow bao ingredients together. So let's dig in and give this a go to see if it's any good. Firstly, just the meat itself with all the other ingredients. Oh, that is super, super tender. Very, very nice. So with san chow bao, usually we get our lettuce wrap it up, and then enjoy the lettuce cup with the beautiful meat. Let's dig into this one too. The juice is coming out. Absolutely beautiful. If you want to smoke pulled pork, try something different, give this a go. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you again in the next one.
Boston butt is one of our favourites to cook. What I wanted to achieve here was a different kind of Boston butt, challenge the flavours of san chow bao, and to be honest with you, I'm so glad I gave it a go, despite it taking some time. If you like san chow bao, you want to try something different, then give it a go, guys. Thanks for watching.